for your loan, right? I mean, I don't know why you're calling me. But, yeah, so...
I never
Yeah, I'd pick one of those up because at the very worst, it will give you a chance to have more confidence. Because it's one thing seeing somebody else do it with your dog or with another dog, and it's another thing you actually being out there alone doing it. Because like right now, we're here, so you're like, okay, Marvin's cool. He's definitely going to come back because we can make sure he comes back. But then when you're out there by yourself, maybe you feel more nervous about it, right?
Yeah.
So that, you can catch that. Not sure if you can catch him, right? So it's a good tool to have on hand, basically.
Right.
Yeah, so like with the walks, that's the first kind of thing to start with cooperation. And like take him places where he can go. I like to walk the tree lines.
Yeah.
Right? Walk the tree lines. Let him go look at ducks, right? There's ducks here. I let him walk right up on the ducks because he doesn't try to hurt them.
Yeah.
So I'll let him go sniff them and stuff. And then
Yeah, I saw him with the chickens.
you can use it as training, right? Because it gives you two opportunities. One, it gives you an opportunity to proof recall, right? And then number two is it gives you an opportunity to use it as motivation, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like, that's another thing. You can change how you think about what motivates a dog. Because standardized dog training is you got a treat pouch and you take out whatever treat you think your dog likes and you feed them the treat.
Right.
And it's like, oh, why are they motivated? They want food, right?
Yeah.
I found that dogs are way more motivated when I stop doing that
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it feels very artificial and transactional.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and I want it to be organic.
Yeah, and then you like have to always have this on hand.
Yeah, if you don't have it, then you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't need
'cause
anything.
They're not listening, right?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, go hang out. And oh yeah, like that's the reward is that you get to go look at the ducks again.
Yeah.
So I recall him off the ducks, and then I tell him, okay, go now. You can go look at the ducks.
Okay. So
Right?
Yeah, just over and over.
Yeah, he gets to go back to it.
He knows he will be able to at some point.
He
so
knows
he's
that we're
super
not
worried about it.
putting a stop to his fun. Right? We're increasing his fun.
He's like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's a squirrel.
And actually, I took a blue heeler that I'm training. We went squirrel hunting together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he
like
probably will.
you know, Marvin. Good boy.
Oh, good boy, bud.
Right, and so you kind of want him to get interested in things, right? That's good.
Fine, I'll
And
stay
so,
here.
that's the first one. That's normally the easiest one is walking, right? Another one is playing with your dog, whatever they like to do for play.
Wrestle.
Wrestle, yeah. No, honestly, that's what we call that is personal play.
He loves wrestling.
Yeah, he beats me up.
Yeah, beat him up, have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rope.
So yeah,
Oh,
does he
yeah.
play tug?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he'll play ball too. I play ball with him.
Oh, yeah,
He likes
ball.
ball.
Yeah.
So you have lots of ways to motivate him.
Yes.
So as an example, you could do something like, oh, Marvin. Oh.
Oh, you want that shadow?
Yeah.
He's like, I want to stay with Dad. Ooh,
I think he's like down.
You want it? Oh, he doesn't care right now. But you can do that, right?
He's like,
Um,
I'm only interested when other dogs are.
I thought this guy was leaving you forever.
Yeah. But I have a nice video of it with like lots of different dogs. If you check
Yeah.
on our YouTube channel,
Yeah.
I have probably like 30 videos now of me just playing catch with a dog and then using it to train obedience,
Yeah.
right? So you want it to be kind of random. It's not like
That's
what
so
you would
much
do
more
with treats.
fun.
So it's so much more fun.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
so
I
much
agree.
more
It's
fun.
like
It makes me
that's
like
so
my
strict.
job.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, it's
so
strict in moments, but like,
In moments.
yeah.
And so then what that gives you, it's I actually do the same thing with our kid. He's 14, going on 15.
Yeah.
And like most of his life is super lax,
Yeah.
right? But then when I do want to tell him like, hey, dude, no, actually don't do that, or actually you have to do it. If he's like, "Ugh," I'm like, bro, do you have a bedtime? He's like, no. I'm like, do I care how often you play VR? No. I'm like, do I tell you to do a bunch of stuff? No. I'm like, all right, then friggin' do it then.
This is
Do what I said, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's already cooperation and fulfillment there.
Yes.
Then I can get to the last one, right? So the next one's socialization, and then there's authority.
Yeah.
So then when you use authority, you don't hurt the relationship,
Right.
right? So I have a clip somewhere on our YouTube. I want to make it smaller. I want to build it into a short, because right now it's like somewhere in like a 30-minute long video, and so it's like you can't find it. But I did it. It was actually with a dachshund. But I have done it. I've done it maybe 2 times I've had to do it with Marvin, because Marvin had a particular problem that I think was one of the things that needed to be fixed the most, which was that the way that he responded to pressure was not productive. So he responded to pressure in one of 2 ways. Either by resisting the pressure really hard, or by freezing.
Okay.
And both of those are bad reactions because you can't get anywhere with the dog.
So like he'd pull away or just stop.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say yelp like a little baby.
Yeah, he'd either freeze up like you're gonna kill him.
Yeah.
I was
like he was
hoping
literally
for a
like
yelp.
afraid for his life.
Sometimes he will like if you like hit his paw in the wrong way.
Yeah, he'll yelp. Yeah.
Yelp.
Yeah, so he'll either freeze like he's like in danger, like you might kill him.
Yeah.
Like he's afraid for his life, literally, is what it looks like. And he might actually be in that moment.
Maybe.
Right? It's irrational, but he's a dog. He doesn't know, right? Maybe he thinks I am gonna kill him.
Or he'd start like whipping away.
Yeah, or he would do this, Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you know that one, right? So then it's like, okay, well, with that second one, that was a big problem. So what you do with that is that's when authority makes sense. So if you already have cooperation, you already have fulfillment, you already have everything else, that's when you add in, okay, we're gonna use authority here. And I think that dogs often understand a lot more context than we give them credit for. They're not like these little robots that you just like, okay, just like you do this signal, and then you say the word, and then you give the treat, and then they're like, yay, and then they do that every time. It's a lot more organic than that. So the way that I handle that kind of thing is it's an immediately like a big problem right away.
Yeah.
So he had like an aversion to like leash pressure. So if I...
He's like, I'm not going nowhere with you, sir.
It's a good boy, come on.
I don't know.
No,
you
we became
anymore.
friends. Here we go. All right. Here. Come on. There you go. Oh. Right? So, yeah, so he, as soon as he saw I have it, right? But if I were to have pulled on him, right, he would just go and plant and try everything he could to resist it. So if he does that to you, which he might, it's possible he'll try that. Hopefully not, but he might. The way that I handle that is I use the conditioned punisher word, which is nope, right? So I'll say nope. But I'll also exert a lot of spatial and social pressure.
Okay.
So the way that works is right here. You see how he's like, what the hell?
Interesting.
I don't like that, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same reaction you would have. If I like walked up, one, he'd probably sucker punch me in the face, you know. But then like if I walked up on you and was like, hey, you'd be like, what the, dude, what's going on? Like what's, right?
I like this.
Yeah, or if I just walked up really close to you, I don't know if you know any people that like are close talkers.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, they stand right here and you're like, oh my God, I wish she would move away.
Yes.
Like it's so weird. Like, but that's like
I
a,
shouldn't be smelling it.
yeah, like gross, you know? But that's like a spatial / social pressure thing, right?
Yeah.
So you do the same thing with a dog. That's a form of pressure. So what I would do is I would do that, and then I would also be pretty annoyed with him,
Marvin.
right? So I'd be like, nope, nope, right? And then at
he
the same
does
time,
that.
I would say nope like that, and then I'd pop it.
Yeah, that's what when you said like increase the pressure, like it's I guess the social pressure stayed in everything. Then you would.
I'm also putting physical pressure, right? So it's supposed to be uncomfortable for him. He's supposed to not like it,
Yeah.
right? This is like getting a spanking, essentially,
Sure.
right? And I would do it, but I wouldn't just do it once, right? Because that's what you would do in a situation where it's just like a random, like, it's just a negative reinforcement event, right? So like a negative reinforcement thing would be like if I said, Marvin, here, and then he didn't come, nope, Marvin, here, right? You saw I just did a little tap on there.
Yeah.
Good boy, okay, good job, right? That's all I did. Right, that's negative reinforcement, right? And it could be harder or less hard depending on the distraction level. So say like he's really interested in something, then I might need to use more pressure to break him off of that thing, potentially.
But still, I mean, even though he's really interested in something,
Right.
he's Preston,
Just
he's
a little
still,
tiny, little
he's
tiny
still
thing.
Coming, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we sensitized him to leash pressure a lot more than he was.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of the things we were teaching him how to respond to pressure properly, which is just to comply.
And it's not aggressive. I mean, it feels like you're not having to pull aggressively either. Just
No, yeah, I can just do a little, Marvin, here, come on, good, right, just a little tap. Marvin, sit. Good, Marvin down.
Yeah, before we had
Good.
him on him, but
Okay.
he didn't care. Like
he didn't care.
With the prong collar, he did. There was a couple times where I was like, I felt really bad, like I was gonna break your neck.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he'd be
But he'd still pull. He didn't care.
Like...
I was like,
Yeah, he didn't care. And so here's how I got from there to here. The process was, I noticed that the evaluation, I noticed there was an issue. And I was like, okay, I see. This is why he's here. You know, he's super resistant to it because he's really strong. He doesn't care. So then what I do about that is I go nope like that, and then I pop pretty hard. Not like, because that's unnecessary, but like, and I'm putting spatial and social pressure on at the same time. And I'll say nope and pop and nope and pop. I did it. I probably did it to him. Like I probably said it like 6 times, right? And then what do you see in that moment? Not really what you want to see. Just like you don't want to see your kid crying, right? But you see it looks like a kid that got in a lot of trouble.
Like submission.
Right? Where he's like, oh!
Yeah.
Right? That's what you want to see. And so then when you create that event, that's where the authority happens, right? But then right after that, you want decompression. Because then after that, I'm like, all right. And then I say, okay. And then I'm right back to, all right, let's go, buddy. Come on. Yeah, let's do it. Come on, yeah. Right? Right? So Marvin, here. Come on.
Like,
Good boy. Right? So then I'm right back to like, okay, you see him decompress, you give him the second, and then he's back to normal.
right.
And so the reason that that's possible is because we had cooperation and fulfillment together first. And then I introduced authority.
Right.
Where it's like, hey, don't freaking do that. Right? And so you basically want it to be like they got in trouble.
Yeah.
And they know they got in trouble. Everything else stopped. You could compare it to like if you got a bunch of kids playing.
Okay.
Maybe there's like a group of 10-year-old boys, you know? They're roughhousing, having fun, whatever, and then one of them punches the other one in the face, right? What's the proper reaction to that? Do you go, you know, I'll use my kid's name. Hey, Jaden, don't do that. And he's like, okay, I won't do that again. And he's like, and he goes back playing, right? Or do you go, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
No, you're done. Get over here.
Yeah.
Right? No,
Right.
you're going home now. Big problem.
Right.
Right? Definitely the second one.
The second.
Right? So something like not responding to leash pressure, and then it's different if you see this. So like right here, you're gonna see I'm gonna have to tug a little bit. Right? Okay. Totally fine. He felt it. Once he recognized it,
That is crazy because
he got up.
That was not happening.
No. Yeah. But if he went, and then I was like, dude, come on. And he was like, I'm not coming. That's gonna trigger that event.
Yeah.
Where I'm gonna be like, oh, you think it's like that?
No,
Yeah.
no.
It's not like that,
No.
right? And the reason is that right there is the kind of thing that completely destroys cooperation,
Yeah.
right? So that's the time where you kind of trigger that event. So watch out for that. If you see that, respond that way.
Right.
It really
Right.
is just like a toddler.
So just make it a scene, basically.
Yeah, dude, and it doesn't matter where you're at.
Yeah.
Because if, I'm gonna be honest with you, if somebody out in public is like, oh, he's abusing his dog, I'd be like, yeah, your dog's a nutcase.
Yeah. You're
Look at it
running
on the
all
harness, pulling as hard as it can.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you can't control it or take it anywhere.
Dog, like running all over.
Right.
us,
Yeah,
probably
no.
not.
Look at my dog, stiff in the tree line, having a great life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because I did that,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Now
that's
he can have an
definitely
awesome time and go all over the place
Yeah.
because when it needs to happen, we make a scene, right?
So you'll take him and like do it like a bunch of times in a row, like if he's in trouble.
Yep, I just say nope every time. So I think of it like, instead of it being coming from a place where I'm like, "Ah!" right? Not like that. It's more like, hey, don't freaking, nope, pop, nope,
Yeah.
pop, nope, pop, nope, pop, like that 5 or 6 times. And he's like,
He does
yeah,
it
oh yeah, that. You want that right there, yeah.
Okay.
Because if you get that, and then he's like, okay, all right. Then you can go, okay, let's go, buddy. Good job, right? Let's get out of here, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's over, right? Now let's go have fun.
Yeah.
And then what does he remember?
He
Oh, I'm not
trusts
doing that again.
Well,
Yeah.
then he trusts that you're gonna let him.
Like I want to
have,
keep
like,
the
this
happiness.
freedom.
I want to keep the fun, happy stuff.
Yes.
What I just did was not fun. What
Yeah, don't
They'll
do that
remember.
again,
Yeah.
right? This hurts me more than it
You
hurts,
don't
you know,
want
like
to
your
come
dad told you.
back annoyed at every outing. Every outing,
Yeah.
come back annoyed because Marvin was such a handful.
Yeah, yeah. So you can keep both. You can have the fun, but then also
The structure.
the only way you can get the fun is by doing that when needed, right?
So if you're walking him on the long leash, he's doing his thing, and you need him to come back, you'll just tell him to come back, and he comes back, and then we.
Marvin, here, nope, here, come on, go ahead. Right, so I might have to say nope just because that's like one of his things with the fence and another dog on the other side of it. But you can see he recalled. I had to say nope once, but I didn't have to reinforce with anything, right? Now, if you notice that he makes a habit of making you say nope multiple times, don't get into this habit where you kind of like, it's kind of like a lot of parents will like count with their kid. They'll be like 1, 2, right? And it's like, okay, that's effective if at 3 there's a problem, right? But if they start making you count every time.
Oh no, I'm the worst. It's like they start negotiating, and as soon as you give any sort of negotiation, then they keep negotiating.
Right.
All right, let me see what the next negotiation.
Yeah.
Same thing with
And the
dog.
next, and the next.
So if they start making you count every time, then you should go, all right, next time there's no counting.
Yeah.
You're just in trouble now.
And what does that look like?
So all that would look like, Shadow,
Here.
Shadow down.
Down.
So what that would look like is something like this. Marvin, let's go, dude. Come on. Right? All that would look like is, okay, he's out there. He's going and having fun. I say Marvin here. He doesn't do what he's doing, which is coming back. Instead, he just like, no, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And then I say nope and immediately punish. Right?
With the zapper?
Either one, whichever one you have, right? It could be both or both, right? So I would say nope, always verbal first. So whatever it is, you say the thing first because they remember whatever's first in the chain. So as an example, say that every time that I was working with the dog, I took a ball out before I said anything. Would they watch for the thing that I said? Would they be listening, or would they be looking for me to take the ball out of my pocket? The ball, because that's the first thing they see, right? So instead, it would be like this: Marvin, down, right? Then I take the ball out, okay, and throw it, right? But
And we do a lot of that. Like beforehand, I was doing that. Like when he eats food, it was like always a down. First.
Yeah.
Then I'll put the food down.
Yeah. Did you see the video I put up with him? I was just showing like what we do with the dogs through all of the different. Yeah. That's a good practice to get into. I do the same thing at the truck. Before he gets to jump up in the crate, I make him
Hey, how
sit.
did you do in the car?
How did he do in the car, babe? I didn't take him with me more than 2 times. He pants.
He's got like vehicle anxiety.
Yeah, and then if I roll the windows down, he goes.
Yeah, he'll bark a little bit.
That was a good imitation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
We have like a structured kennel in the car now.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
They do better in the kennel.
He's overly stimulated in the car.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can really do.
I crate them
Yeah, we
every
train
time.
all of
We
them.
started
I just put a crate in the car.
It's like a
That's
low
fine, yeah,
visibility
good.
kennel, so
Yeah.
you can't see all the cars passing.
Yep.
Because he'd get very.
Okay.
Yep. He's still, and you've been on a lot
Marvin,
of car rides
down.
with us. You've been
Good job.
everywhere,
Yeah.
but that sometimes just doesn't
Yeah.
get.
It's not a big car
Just
dog.
part of their personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so that's the way it would look. Is you could do it with the zapper as long as you don't do it without having said anything.
Yeah.
Nope.
Words first. Then
Words first,
pull.
then whatever it is. Yeah, whether it's a pop on the collar or it's a tap on the e-collar.
Okay.
Either one, right? Now there is one exception to that rule, and that's if they're doing something that you want to get rid of entirely and never have it even start ever again.
Yeah.
Right? So something like that might be, say they have a habit of attacking another dog.
Yeah.
Or trying to attack a person. Well, I'm just gonna punish that right off.
Yeah.
I might not say anything, right?
I might not say it.
Yeah, I might not say anything. I might just be like,
Yeah.
zzz, 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 right?
Yeah.
Nope, down.
Yeah.
The reason I said nope there was because I hadn't told him he could get up yet. He was in a down.
Yeah.
I had asked him to, and I
you
didn't
do that
say
every
okay.
time? You have to tell them to release or whatever.
Yeah.
Put it down.
Yeah, that's why we don't use the word stay. We don't use stay because it's implied. If I said to down and they're in the down, you're in the down still, like, right? But then when I say, okay, good, break. Okay, yeah, I forgot. We did break with him. I did a little bit of okay, but I think he's heard break more often.
Yeah.
Break or let's
Yeah.
go or. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, normally either break or okay. Yeah. Shadow only knows okay.
So if he's in down and he gets up, you hit him with a nope.
Yep.
Basically.
Nope. Yep. And then I tell him to down again.
Okay, and if
Yeah.
he doesn't,
I'm gonna make him do it. Yeah. And the way that would work, like so you can, that way you're not like conjuring a mental image of something else.
Yeah.
Marvin, it would just look like this.
Down.
Hey. That's all it takes for him now, right? Okay, break, good, right? Because what it was the first time that I had to get him to down, I had to fight him.
Yeah.
We had a whole fight.
Treat or something.
Yeah.
Like something.
I had to like pull hard down, and he was like, and then I had to like take up the way that I teach it sometimes if the dog really doesn't want to do it. Marvin, come here, dude. Come here. Oh, you're already in it down. See, that's not useful. Come here, bud. Come on. Oh, there you go. Is I'll do like this. Like that. And I'll kind of push down at the same time. Okay, break. Good job. Yeah, he's like, I know down. What the heck?
That's the social pressure.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah, so there's just like some pressure, but then as soon as they get like they're able to go into the position smoothly, then I start marking it with the word down, and then from there I start removing help.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Removing help, because the help comes from the negative reinforcement I'm applying.
Yeah.
Right? That's helping them know where to go. And then I slowly get rid of that. And then eventually I just go, I can put hands in pockets and go, Marvin, down. And then they'll down, right? And then they get something awesome afterwards.
Like a treat or something.
Yeah.
Like he's just doing it.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
You don't have to pay him for obedience.
Yeah.
I do this with Reese.
Which is nice because I'll be frank. I'll be upfront. If you had come 6 months ago and Marvin had come through our program, this would have been a different drop off. I would have been telling you, okay, here's what you do.
Yeah.
Science. I would have been like, all right. You get him to down, and then you have to go, yes, and then you gotta go, treat. You know, you gotta get it to him as fast as you can, because that way he knows to get it.
Yeah.
And then that is like so annoying.
Yeah.
Because then you're like out with your dog, and you got your treat pouch, and it's full of stuff, and you're like, and you're trying to like remember, when do I give him the treat, and like how do I do it, and what do I say, and all this stuff. And this is much simpler than that.
After a mailman, and you're like, you don't have a treat.
You don't have a treat. What do I do now? I don't have my bribe. Oh no! Right? Now there are a place for treats in training.
Yeah. Sure.
But I've just found there's way less of them than I thought there were. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I want to turn it back over to you guys though. So, questions, thoughts, concerns. What things are you most thinking about for him going home?
Well, I'll tell you my initial, I guess, thank you is something we were both worried about when we sent him away was he's such a good family dog.
Yeah.
He's fabulous with our daughter, and like we were like, gosh, I hope we don't get back and he's just like this army dog. Aww. And he clearly is a family dog. So thank you.
Yeah. Tell everybody. Yeah. That's one of the things that I'm really serious about that.
And I was so nervous because again, we've got young children, so it's like I'm like, I need him to come home and still know that like Reese is the boss. Like
he only knows come.
And he's clearly still a happy boy. So thank you for that.
That's one thing that we are super serious about is that I'm not into this whole thing, and it's a rational fear.
Yeah.
That you guys had.
Yeah.
Because that happens a lot. They get their dog back, and their dog
all of a sudden has like a different personality.
Yes.
But it's like that's not what you're trying to train out of them. You're just trying to have discipline.
That's also not training.
Yeah, right.
I'll tell you what that is though. It's generalized suppression. That's all it is. So like you can make it look like the dog's trained because they're suppressed.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the idea that people have about like what is a trained dog? Their idea of a trained dog is calm, neutral,
and we have people like
doesn't
that
do anything,
right?
Doesn't cause problems. No, he's not calm at all. I don't want him to be calm.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. He's not calm. Okay.
Dogs. We want them to sniff and to pee on things.
Yeah.
That's what we want them to
Well, and I think that model
normal
also,
dog behavior, right?
Yeah.
That model, I don't want to speak for you, but I assume you feel this way, is a little bit relieving to us because sometimes we felt, because we did training with him when he was just about a year. Not even like 6 months.
6 months, I
think it was like
and
6
it was
months,
it's right next to us, and so it just felt like pressure every time we'd be walking, because if he didn't want to do that, which he doesn't because he's a dog.
Who wants to do that? No dog wants to walk by
He
you.
would get ahead of me.
He'd be so resistant to that model.
Right beside you.
Yeah, so if we can like let him have both, that's nice.
Yeah, the guy was basically like, if he starts getting ahead too much,
whip him back.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man.
It's called,
I
have a name for it. Yeah. It's called heel grinding.
Yeah. And it was hard, and honestly, like when we would be training him to do it, we would get even more frustrated because he would be walking in front of us. And because he needed to be right here next to us.
Yeah.
So I think having that freedom also brings us joy because we want him to have fun.
Yeah.
Like we are not like that strict of a household where we don't want him to like be able to have that freedom and be able to throw the ball and all that. So that would be my feedback for that is like, I think that's nice to see that that's the model. Right?
Yeah. So like my walks look like this, right? Go Shadow, go, go, go.
Marvin, here.
Marvin's like, oh,
Like I don't care
yeah.
what Shadow's doing, right?
Yeah, he's just living.
Yeah, he's just living his life.
Marvin.
And then I might stand here and talk to somebody and like my dog's over there.
Yeah.
I'm not even thinking about what he's doing. It's not my problem, right? But then if I need him back, Shadow, come.
You're just confident that he's going to come back.
Right, he comes back.
That's the biggest thing is like confidence.
There we go. Good job, buddy. Right, and then if I do want him to heel, I can ask him to, right? But the number of times that I actually want them to heel, it's pretty small.
Yeah.
But I think of heel, it's not a way to take a dog on a walk. Instead, it is a command with a particular function,
Yeah.
right? The function is situational. So say as an example, I'm taking a walk and I see a couple of ladies walking and or a couple of guys or whoever it is. I see a couple of people walking towards me and they have a dog and the dog's just like, you know, they're on a harness and they're just like, and they have no control over their dog. And then you can see they're just nervous about you. They're like, oh, ooh. And they see I'm walking a Cane Corso and they're like, oh God, they're afraid that something bad's gonna happen because they're not able to do anything with their dog. They see this looks intimidating and they're like, oh God, okay, right? That's when I might use heel, right? Because then I could be like, you know, Shadow's up there and they're like, oh God, you know? And so I'd be like, Shadow, come, and then and then I might go, okay, Shadow, come on, heel. And then they walk by.
Marvin, here.
And then I go, okay,
You're okay, Marvin.
right? And then Shadow's good to go do whatever he's gonna do.
Because we do that, like we walk around town in Fuquay a lot, and there's always people walking by and dogs
Yeah,
and stuff.
and if somebody clearly is fine with whatever they're doing, like if Marvin's walking and they're fine with what he's doing, good. Yeah, don't worry about it, right? But if they're like clearly like, ooh, that's a big dog, you know, be like, oh, Marvin, heel.
Yeah.
Walk by him and then say, okay. And Marvin goes back and does his thing, right? Or if you're at the fair, like North Carolina State Fair with Marvin, right?
Yeah.
Which I think you could do.
Sounds like my personal nightmare. But
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Well, if you do decide to go to the fair, call me.
Just a lot going on.
Yeah, call us. And I'd be interested in helping out. It'd be kind of fun to go.
See what happens.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, maybe I could
our
give you some tips. Right? Yeah, and take videos of stuff you're doing with Marvin. Send them to us. We'll post them.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's another instance where it might be useful to have a dog in a heel for a little bit longer.
Okay.
You know. But other than that,
And
not a lot of
would
cases.
you expect them to stay in heel until you say break?
Yeah.
Or if
Exactly.
you start
Because
walking-
anything that has duration,
Okay.
whether it's a sit or a down or a place command or whatever it is, they're expected to do it until.
Did you guys
tell
also
them break.
operate in like place? Like, do they have spots? Okay.
Yeah. So we just use like a raised bed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we have at home.
Yeah, and you can use that. I use it sometimes. The one thing that I will say.
We like him there during dinner and things like that.
Yeah, it can be useful for certain cases. The other thing is, so I kind of went over those 5 kind of pieces of the process. One other thing to keep in mind is that there's a thing that I picked up from another trainer. His name is Jay Jack. It's called windows. So windows are like contexts for dog's life, right? So in any dog's life, there's always at least 3. And then if you train them, there's a 4th. Right, so the 4 windows you have just freedom, where they're just like woo, and they're just kind of running around doing whatever they're doing. And then you have a kind of more structured thing that you guys are doing together,
Nope.
right?
Marvin,
Um,
down.
That's good.
where you're playing, right?
Yep.
So that's more like okay, playing with you
Okay.
instead of just free play. And then there's free, but calm, right? And then the last one's obedience.
Okay.
So very often now, the reason that we get clients is because the dog doesn't know the first 3.
Okay.
And what a lot of times trainers do, and what I've done in the past, is I'm like, okay, I'm going to Band-Aid all that stuff by using the fourth one, which is obedience, right? So as an example, in the house, what would you prefer? What would basically everyone prefer? Everyone would like to just be not telling their dog anything. Their dog just exists in the house. You guys have dinner, and the dog just knows, okay, we're having dinner right now. Let me not act crazy and try to take food off their plates.
Right.
That's what you would, ideally, that's what you want, right?
Yeah.
But very often we go, okay, well, that's impossible. Which it's not. But it's like, oh, that's impossible, so we're going to use obedience. And it's like, okay, place. So anytime that we don't want him in the way, place, right? I look at that as a kind of like a Band-Aid.
Okay.
Right? Is it functional? Yeah, it's functional. But ideally, you would just be like, all right, Marvin's around, he's doing his thing, and he's just kind of chilling, but he knows that he's not supposed to be doing, retarded stuff right now, so like he's not doing retarded stuff, right? Are we bringing that word back? I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but with that kind of thing, all you're looking for is context clues for the dog, and you can create that. So you can put him on place during dinner if you want, or I encourage you, give it a try, right? Have him out and he's free, and then the minute he goes to do something dumb like that, like say he was like, you guys are trying to like, sit on the couch and eat dinner.
On the counter or something.
Yeah, and he does something stupid.
Yeah.
Make a show.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Like I was telling you, right?
And
Nope.
then what, he'll lay down.
In that case, it'd be like more of like,
pop.
because he's not on a leash at that point, so he's like, it's more the social pressure aspect.
Yeah, or you can have an e-collar on him, right? Yeah, or you could, that's one of the few uses I think there are for shorter leashes. Have like a 4-footer or like a 1-foot or a 2-foot leash, like a traffic leash that you can get PetSmart for like $10. Put a traffic leash on him. He's tall. It won't even touch the ground.
What about like slip leads? Are y'all a fan of those?
They have their uses. Yeah, I normally only use them to manage a dog if there's if I can't get a pinch collar on them. Okay. If I can't put a prong collar on them because they're trying to hurt me, then I'll use a slip collar, so just for management, so I can move them from one place to another.
Every morning to walk them to their exercise pins.
Yeah, but I don't use them that often.
And once you give that, like, then the intention would be that he would then go lay down somewhere else or go do something.
Just chill out.
Do something else.
That's it. Yeah.
Don't do that.
I'm okay with that
Just
too.
don't
Like,
do
I don't
that.
necessarily need him on his place.
I
Like,
would
No.
love for- I would
it's
love
kind of
for
like
that
what we
spot
were
to not be
told,
in
but
my
it's like,
kitchen.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what we've been doing.
He can. No,
He wants
exactly.
to lay down behind me.
It doesn't matter. As long as he's
I
chilled
agree.
out.
If he wants to lay by the table, I don't care.
Yeah. You just want him to be calm.
Right.
That's basically
that's
it.
the goal.
I personally would love to not have that thing in
Yeah.
my kitchen.
She's seeking an opportunity. She's
Yeah.
like, wait, we
Well,
can
we're
get that out of there?
just in the
No,
living
yeah.
room and everything, so
Yeah.
I would love to get that out too.
Yeah. But either way. So basically all it is look, I'm causing problems for you.
No, it's cool.
Yeah. That's right.
One
No.
other thing.
But basically the whole deal is like, all right, you're teaching him a context.
Yeah.
When you go outside and you guys are hanging out, he can lose his mind to run all around and jump all over the thing and just.
And a lot of times
No
I
problem.
let him, like lately before we left, I was like, oh, do I need to take him? He's trained, he's coming back.
Yeah.
Like I let him go without leash, so we have a front yard fence, but we also have a backyard. It's all concrete, it's weird layout, but
It's like
Yeah.
Charleston style. So
yeah, so you go down and
ball
behind. But like I would throw the ball down the hill to the backyard,
Yeah.
and I'd just say, he'd wait, and I'd say, go get it.
Yeah.
And then
And he'd go
runs
get
up
it,
the
and he would
driveway.
come back into the fence. So like,
Good.
I got to a good place there.
Yeah.
Just,
Shadow. Middle.
Nope.
Shadow.
Marvin.
Middle.
Here.
Shadow. Middle.
Here.
Shadow. Come on.
Marvin.
Middle. There you
Down.
go. Thank you.
good.
Marvin.
Nope. Down.
There you go. So right there.
Yeah,
That's an
perfect.
example of how to use the negative reinforcement. Yeah.
Y'all don't, y'all aren't like good boy or
Nope.
anything.
Down.
Down.
Down. Let's go.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah, you can say good boy as much as you want. Have fun with it. Yeah. Yeah. No, I say it.
Y'all do this so much that it's like, you can't say it every time.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, they'd be, oh, good job. Yeah, good job. But, initially, I didn't really get a lot of ball from Shadow. Like, he didn't want to play that much. So the way that I rewarded him, I can show you. Because he'll do it pretty automatically. Shadow, sit. Sit, bud. Good job, buddy. Good. Why did he go into it down? Oh. That's all I did. I just did use belly rubs. That's all he cared about.
Marvin.
Good job, Shadow.
Here.
Come on. So he'll like fall on the ground and just roll over and wait for his reward. That's his thing. So it doesn't matter. Like I said, it can be anything they like.
Yeah. And so we're not like in a position where it's, again, it sounds like he can have like a decent amount of freedom as long as he's not doing anything crazy. Then you use the commands to get him back to where you want him, or at least like deter that behavior.
Yeah.
But like free roam around, we're not like structured to a kennel or a place. Like,
right.
I guess when you guys aren't playing or training and things like that, the circumstances is different. If he was at your house, how frequently would you like put him away or suggest like having his like quiet time in the kennel or things like that? Just when we're out of the house, like
definitely when you're out of the house.
Yeah,
please.
definitely when we're out of the house.
Yeah, because I trust him supervised.
Yeah.
Unsupervised?
Yeah.
You haven't seen my eyes yet. Don't do that, please.
Yeah.
Not because he's a bad dog or anything like that, just because he's very large. Yeah. And he's very young, and he's very hyper, and he's also got a little bit of anxiety sometimes.
We have the kennel. We're pro kennel.
Because he will tear Jenk up.
Yeah, I don't even leave my dog in my house loose.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't do it generally.
I mean,
his come back.
Yeah, his kennel's in the laundry room, and then we also have like a little gate on the laundry room door, so we can open the kennel and he can kind of roam in there.
So sometimes he'll be just in the laundry room if we're home, but we have like we're doing something or we have guests or whatever. He'll still have some space. So he's got two opportunities, but yeah, if we're not home, typically we'll put him in the kennel, and I guess we'll just continue to do that.
Definitely.
But there's not like, I guess, so there's two different sides of the spectrum, right? Like my sister has Boykin Spaniels, and theirs is like, if you're not training or playing, they're in the kennel.
Oh.
That's it.
That's what I said.
That's like it.